What's up, guys? This is Tai Zen. Welcome to the cryptocurrency.market channel. This is a real world trading, investing, and entrepreneurship channel. We talk about the things that we did to create a 7, 8, 9-figure portfolio and how we manage it after we get there, right? In the cryptocurrency market. Everything we share on this channel is reality based. None of this shit that's about theory and stupid shit like that don't get you nowhere, okay? All that bullshit theory they teach you in school and you hear online that's been keeping us poor all these years. We started this channel to share the realities of growing and managing a 7, 8, 9-figure portfolio, okay? So whether you believe it or not, if you believe that we do that, then follow us. If you don't, then go somewhere else. It's simple, okay? But there's not a lot of channels out there that talk about the stuff that we talk about, and that's what really makes you life-changing profits, okay? I'm broadcasting you guys today from the beautiful city of Bangkok. They have a soft, COVID lockdown. It's not a lockdown. They just encourage everybody just stay away from each other, social distance and stuff like that. So that's why I gotta walk outside for my exercise instead of walking on the treadmill. And figured I'd make some videos while I'm walking, right? Okay. So in the previous video, in part 1, guys, I talked about how not letting what happens to your family when you make life-changing profits and how your family changes around you. And everybody says that you're the one that changed, but in reality, the people that start changing is the people around you, your family members, okay? You've been changing. You've been changing. That's why you got to the point in your life where you're making life-changing profits. They haven't. So they don't like that, right? They don't like the idea that you change and made life-changing profits and they haven't changed, okay? So they're gonna start making you feel guilty and shame and all that other stuff. In this video, in the second part, guys, I wanna talk about friendships, okay? I wanna talk about friends, okay? And I wanna use some examples from my team and from my students, the struggles, the divisions, and the things that happen after you make life-changing profits with your friends, with the friends that do not make life-changing profits along with you, and also the friends that do make life-changing profits along the way with you, how the friendship dynamics change. And I'm making this video, and if you have a good friend that you really care about, somebody that you really care about, I highly recommend you send them this video. Send them this video, and if you're watching this video, if one of your friends sent you this video, the reason why they sent you this video is because they don't want you to lose you as their friend, okay? And they don't know how to say it. So they sent this video in hopes that I can broadcast the message to you better than they can, okay? So listen up. What happens is when me and my friends grew up, right? You guys know that I came to America as a poor Vietnamese refugee after the war, right? I did not finish high school. I was too dumb academically to finish high school, and I hung around the wrong friends in the ghettos of the city of Port Arthur in the state of Texas, and I got involved in drugs, and I went to prison for nearly 14 years, and I came out in my mid-30s, and I was able to retire after making life-changing profits in my mid-40s, so around 11 years, right? Now, along the way, the friends that I had in the ghettos, when I came out of prison, I tried to tell them, hey man, we need to get out of the ghettos, because some of them were still there. They didn't listen, they didn't want to. And it hurt because I was like, hey man, we gotta get out of this ghetto neighborhood because that's what keeps us poor. We gotta move into a better neighborhood, right? And a lot of my friends in there were all black. And they're like, nah man, I don't need to live in that white neighborhood. I'd rather be happy living in the ghetto around all my black family and friends. I said, yeah, but your black family and friends are broke and poor, okay? And everybody ends up going to prison. So all the guys, the statistics are 1 in 4 blacks in America end up in prison, okay? And so I said, hey, that's not a good statistic to be around, man. You wanna be in a neighborhood where, according to the book, The Millionaire Next Door, 1 in 4 entrepreneurs become a millionaire. So you want to live in a neighborhood where you have a bunch of guys selling drugs and 1 in 4 will go to prison like I did? Or do you want to live in a neighborhood where 1 in 4 kids try to become millionaires, try to open a business and they become millionaires, right? So they didn't want to, so I had to leave those friends alone because they didn't want to do better in their life. So I moved on. And then I started having coworkers, right? When I was flying around the country in America, coaching people how to trade stocks, futures, Forex, things like that, I had colleagues, I had coworkers. They were all trading just like I did. And some of them were content, some of them were happy where they were at. They didn't want to go. When blockchain first came out, when Bitcoin first came out, when cryptocurrencies first came out, I tried to tell them about it. You know, me and my team members, leonfu.com, we started the first channel on the internet to teach people how to trade Bitcoins and cryptocurrencies back in 2013. And we were telling my coworkers, and Leon was telling his coworkers at Dell Computers, we were telling everybody to buy Bitcoin, but nobody listened. They all thought we were stupid and crazy and out of our fucking minds. And now we tell them to buy it when Bitcoin was $50, $100, $200, $300, $400, $500. Nobody wanted to buy it. And now everybody's rushing in to buy it at $50,000. Okay? And then when it crashes to $30,000, we tell them to buy it and then they're scared. Okay? So what happened was some of those friends that I told them to get into crypto, they got hurt. One type of friend would get hurt. One group of friends would get hurt because they got into crypto when it was $1,200 at the top of the 2014 bull market. Or they got into Bitcoin at $20,000, near $20,000 in the 2017 bull market. And then when it crashed, they lost money, so they quit and they gave up. And they were ashamed about it, so they won't talk to me anymore. Now, is it my fault? No. I told them to buy it when it was $200, $300. They didn't buy it. They bought it at $1,200. I told them to buy it at $1,000 or $2,000. They didn't buy it. They bought it at $18,000, $19,000, $20,000. Okay? So, same thing in this bull market right now that I'm talking in 2021. We were telling people during 2018, 2019, 2020 to buy it when Bitcoin was below $5,000, $6,000. Nobody wanted to buy. But then, now it goes up to $50,000, $60,000. Everybody wants to buy in. Okay? Then when it crashes to $30,000, when we tell people to buy in again, then they're scared. They don't want to buy in. Okay? So this is how the world works. So these friends, this group of friends, they don't want to talk to us no more because they lost money. Then we have another group of friends who they made money and they're really happy about it. But here's the most dangerous ones, the dangerous groups of friends. Okay? And I don't think it's intentional. I don't think these friends do it intentionally. Okay? And if your friends are sending you this video, it's probably because of this one that I'm talking about, this group of friends. So I'll use my team members as an example. So one of my team members, right, I'm a little bit further ahead in my portfolio. In other words, my portfolio has more money in it, right? And every time I call one of my team members who started a little bit later than we did, and I check up on him and I ask him how his portfolio is doing and stuff. In the beginning, when he had like, 20, 30, 50, 60, $100,000, $200,000, it wasn't a big deal. He'll tell me, yeah, I got, 60,000 in my portfolio, I'm doing this and this. I go, okay, good job. Keep it up. Hey, don't forget to use a hardware wallet. Don't forget to keep your money off the exchanges. And I would remind him. And then when it's 200,000, 500,000, not a big deal. Now, when the portfolio started getting over $1 million, right? I noticed that when I would ask my team members, how's your portfolio doing? They would be a little secretive about it. Oh, yeah, it's doing good. And now they won't share how much money they have in their portfolio anymore. Now, when you hear this, you might think, hey, Ty, they have more money now. They might want some privacy. They want some confidentiality. Now, that's true. When you have money, you should keep it private and confidential. You should only let certain groups, certain types of people know about it. That's why you guys don't hear me brag about how much money I have, right? I don't tell you guys if I have $1 million or $10 million or $100 million. Okay, I'll tell you my goals. My goal is to become a billionaire, right? So that's one of my goals. That's not always been my goals, but that's my long-term goal, is to make $1 billion in my lifetime so I can help more people. I don't need $1 billion, but I have the skills to do it, so that's why I'm going to do it. So I can help more people. Because I don't like the way some of the governments do shit. and I'd rather make the money and then make the changes myself, okay? And that way, I don't like to sit there and bitch and complain. I'd rather make the money and go make the change myself. That way, I don't have to bitch and complain, right? So, what happens is, my team members, I can sense that they were very uncomfortable when I talked about their portfolio. And what happened was, one day I said, hey man, I get a sense, I tell my friend, my team member, hey, I get the sense that every time I ask you about your portfolio, you're being a little secretive, you're being kind of like standoffish, you're being kind of like suspicious, and you're getting a little nervous when I ask about your portfolio. Is this true? Is this correct? Am I sensing this correct? And he said, yeah, you're right, you know, because, you know, it's a little private issue, a little confidentiality issue that, you know, I like to keep things private, you know. And I asked my team member, I said, hey, let me ask you this. When you go to your tax attorney and he asks you how much money you got, you tell him? You do, right? Okay, yeah, you do, okay. When you go to your accountant and they ask you how much money you have so they can do your taxes, do you tell them? Yes, you do, okay, you tell them everything, huh? Okay, all right. How about this? When you go to your estate planning attorney and he asks you how much assets, how much money you have so he can write your will or do whatever, create your trust and stuff, do you tell him? And he said, yeah. My team member said, yeah. And I said, okay, so you mean to tell me, okay, and I asked him, I said, when you go to your private banker, right? And they ask you how much money you have, they can see how much money you have in your account and stuff. You let them see it, right? Yeah, okay. All right, so let me ask you this. So you are willing to let some random stranger you've never met, you don't know, and just because they work at the bank or they work at the law firm, you tell them everything about your money and your assets and how much you have. But me, I'm the one who helped you get to where you're at today, right? I was there from the very beginning, showing you how to use a hardware wallet, showing you how to buy the cryptos, showing you how to set up your exchanges and everything, right? I would go out there and do it first. If I made a mistake, I would absorb the loss and I would turn around and tell you how to do it correctly so you don't lose your money like I did. So after doing all that, you would rather trust those goddamn strangers before you trust me with how much money you have. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? And I asked my team member, I said, is any of those cocksuckers, is those estate planning lawyers, those tax attorneys, those financial advisors, anybody, if you have a problem with your portfolio today, if you need to rebalance your portfolio, if you needed to, you know, recover some lost coins or something, would they be able to help you? Would they be able to know how to do that? And my team member said, no, they wouldn't. And I said, so you'd rather trust them over me? It's ego, it's ego. It's nothing but ego, right? And he said, you're right. Because why am I trusting these random strangers and you're the one who helped me get here? Why am I trying to hold it and keep it a secret from you when you're the one helping me grow this portfolio? And I'm like, no shit, motherfucker, right? So ever since then, whenever we discuss it, he's not nervous, he doesn't have the anxiety, he doesn't have the hesitancy when we discuss his portfolio no more. And then after that, like, you know, every week or two, you know, I would text him how much I had in my portfolio to show him, I don't care. I don't care if he knows how much I have in my portfolio. You know why? Because I trust him. Because he's actually one of the few people that can help me make the right decisions for my portfolio. You know why I don't tell other people, like my wife or my in-laws or my parents, how much is in my portfolio or how much money I have? Because they can't help me. The only thing they can do is hear how much money I have and get jealous and be envious about it and create negative thoughts and negative feelings and try to guilt trip me and make me feel ashamed about it. But the friend and the team member that I have that knows how I got here, understands what I'm doing, and is on that journey, he's standing right here with me on this journey. He's standing right here, okay? I'm saying here, he's standing like an elbow's length, no further than arm's length, right behind me. That's the person I would trust more because he's qualified to understand what I'm doing and help me make the right decisions. Now, why am I sharing this with you guys? Okay? I'm sharing this with you guys because a lot of you guys I see on our channel, you guys got best friends. You guys got a buddy. We all have an investing buddy, okay? We all do. We all have a trading buddy. For example, my trading buddy is Leon. My trading buddy is David, my business partner. They happen to be my trading buddies first and my investing buddies first, right? And then now they're my business partners. Your trading buddies are not always going to be your business partners, okay? And your business partners are not always going to be your trading buddies. It just so happens that in my circumstances, in my life, I happen to find two guys that turn out to be good trading buddies, good investing buddies, and good business partners with me that are loyal and trustworthy, okay? So, I'm making this video for you and your trading buddy. If you receive this video from one of your friends, he is probably your trading buddy. He is probably your investing buddy. He is probably the person that trusted you and does not want to lose your friendship. That's why he sent you this video. Because he don't know how to say it. You know? And what is it that he doesn't know how to say? He doesn't know how to say that, hey man, we came this far. We started at the bottom, like Drake said, started at the bottom and now we here. Okay? We started at the bottom and now we here. Okay? Right? If you come from white America, you would say, we started at the bottom and now we are here. If you grew up in black America, you would say that we started at the bottom and now we is here, okay? So since I grew up in the ghetto black neighborhood in downtown Port Arthur, Texas, I'm gonna say, I started at the bottom and now I is here, okay? So, here we go. You gotta maintain the friendship, guys. You gotta maintain the friendship. You don't wanna lose your trading buddy. You don't wanna lose your investing buddy, okay? You guys came this far and you don't wanna break up as friends, as good friends, right? You guys go to the trading seminars together, you go to the conferences together, and now you guys make life-changing profits, and now you're no longer friends. I've seen this happen many times. I've seen this happen many times in the world of life-changing profits and making money. I've seen this happen many times. I can tell you right now, some of the YouTubers and some of the influencers who lost their friends because they all became millionaires following our channel and made life-changing profits. And I don't want this to happen to you guys, right? I knew that this was gonna happen, and I knew that this potentially could happen. So if you go to my channel and just search for Ty Zen and Rolex watches, okay? You'll see some videos of me buying my best friends that helped me get to where I'm at today. Remember this, guys. If somebody tells you that they became a self-made millionaire, they're full of shit. There ain't no such thing as a goddamn self-made millionaire. Nobody becomes a fucking millionaire by themselves, man. Stop that fucking dumb shit. Anybody that tells you that they became a self-made millionaire, they're full of shit. They ain't no fucking millionaire. You become, one human being is capable of making like $200,000-$300,000 at most. If you want to start making more money than that, you need to have a team. You need to have a buddy. You need to have a partner. You need to have team members. You need to have somebody helping you. Nobody makes a goddamn $1 million by themselves, dumbass, right? So what happens is, if you have a friend, a trading buddy or an investing buddy, or a friend or a good friend or a coworker that got you this far, you guys work together. You guys brainstorm each other. You guys bounce ideas off each other, right? You don't want to lose that. So I don't want to lose that. So I knew that this might happen. So if you search for that video of Ty Zen, the Rolex watches, you'll see me buying some Rolex watches for my friends. I think one of them was like $11,500. The other one's like $21,000 something dollars, right? And you might say, hey Ty, didn't you just make a video saying that don't spend your money after you make this life-changing profits? Yeah, I told you, don't spend your money. Don't go out there and buy stupid Lambos and houses and stupid shit like that. And you might say, hey Ty, why did you go buy some Rolex watches? Isn't that the same stupid shit? No, because that's not spending money, that's an investment. And you might say, well, how are you investing in anything when you're buying Rolexes for somebody else? Because those are the friends that helped me get to where I was at. I didn't do this alone. You guys think I did this alone? You think I'm some fucking genius, some Asian genius? Fucking I'm stupid as shit in math and science. How the fuck am I ever gonna become wealthy on my own? There's dozens of guys behind me. There's dozens of guys. I can tell you, man, if I had to do a dinner party and unite and bring together all the guys that stood behind me to get me to where I'm at today, that room might be filled with 50 or 100 people, okay? I didn't do this alone. I had a team of people behind me, people that made sacrifices to spend time to help me get to where I'm at today, and I will forever be grateful for that. That's why I do these videos and help others out, because I want to return that favor to the guys, and that's what they told me. They said, hey, when they help me become wealthy, I don't need to pay them back, just help out the next guy. And when I make these videos, that's my way of helping out the next guy. You don't like it? Go watch something else, right? So, I bought those Rolex watches as an investment because I knew that we were all getting wealthy. And I didn't want money to split up my friendships with these guys that I considered very dear friends. And that was the reason why I bought them the Rolex watches. In English, when I was in prison, my lawyers, when I went to trial for my drug case in federal court in America, my lawyers would say that we need to make this argument as a preemptive move. Preempt, pre means before, emptive, I don't know what the fuck that means, but the preemptive means that you do it before it happens to cut off the enemy from doing it. It's a preemptive move, right? So that was a preemptive move. When I bought the Rolex watches for my friends, right? I did it as a preemptive move because I did not want them to lose them as my friends, so I invested in them. I wanted to show them that, hey man, thanks for helping me get this far, right? Don't think that I forgot about you. Don't think that I'm gonna run off, right off into the sunset and forget about you. I'm not. And I'm gonna make the first move to show you that I'm still your friend. And that's the reason why I did that. That's the reason why I did that. Now, am I telling you, hey man, you know, after you become a millionaire, go buy all your friends Rolex watches? No, I'm not saying that, right? But you need to do something to show your friend that, hey man, just because I made this money and I'm ahead of you, right? That doesn't mean we're not friends anymore. Don't treat me any different. We're still friends. Okay, you're still my buddy, I'm still your buddy, okay? Now, that's not always the case, okay? I've seen in crypto land cases where both friends make the same amount of money. They'd make $5-10 million together, right? And then they're no longer friends. They don't talk to each other no more, right? Why? Why did you guys come this far in your trading careers, in your risk-taking journey? Why did you guys come this far? And then you guys started the journey together to make life-changing profits. And then after you make life-changing profits, you're not friends anymore? Why? Why the fuck is that? And I would invite you guys to sit down and tell each other, share with each other. If you guys are real friends, it's not gonna be a big deal. It's not gonna be a big deal. Like, hey man, I would start and open up and say, hey man, you know, I haven't talked to you in a while, or I've been busy, but the reality is, right, this is what I'm afraid of, man, that we've made this money and I'm afraid this is gonna happen between us. And work it out, man. If you guys worked it out before, right, to figure out what coins to invest in, what stocks to invest in and all that shit, you guys have enough brain capacity to figure this out. Whatever, the problem is, whenever we become multimillionaires, we don't know who to talk to. We don't know who to ask when we have problems in our lives. When we have problems in our personal lives, we have challenges that we run into. We just think that, oh, we're the only ones that have that problem. No, you don't. The other millionaires that came before you already have that problem. You just gotta talk it out, figure out who has been there, and ask them, hey man, when you became a multimillionaire and you ran into this problem, how did you solve it? What are some of the solutions, right? What I would do is, I would sit there and talk to my friends and my trading buddies and investing buddies, and I would ask them, hey man, what are some of the things that can go wrong that would split our friendship up? What were some of the things that would go wrong that would break up our relationship? And then try to figure it out. Hey, what can we do now? What can we do now to make sure that doesn't happen? Hey, if I see you doing this, like, okay, one of the things is this. Let me give you an example, right? One of the things that can happen is this. Let's just say that friend A wants to take out some money. He made a few $1 million. He wants to take out a couple $100,000 and pay off his dad's house debt. Okay, let's just say that for example. And friend B says, hey man, we both learning from Ty, right? We both went through his training, and he said when you first make money, don't spend it. Protect it, lock it up. Don't do anything with it. Don't even spend it on your parents. Just wait at least a year before you do anything. So why are you spending that $200,000 to pay off your parents' house for? Another year ain't gonna hurt. Yeah, but I wanna pay it off. And then you create an argument. You get into an argument. You get into an argument. Oh, now, hey, it's my money. What are you telling me what to do with my money for? Yeah, but I'm just reminding you. Friend B says, hey man, I'm just reminding you what we learned from Ty and Leon. They warned us about this. Don't go spend it. We gotta protect it first. Yeah, well, it's my money. I do whatever I want. See, now it creates a rift. Now it creates a rift. Whereas in the past, when you guys were investing and trading together, if friend A said, hey, I'm buying XYZ stock, and friend B said, hey man, that's dangerous, that's risky or whatever, friend A would go, oh, thanks man, thanks for letting me know. But now, 5 years later, when friend A does something that's considered risky, and then friend B tells him, now they get into an argument, and now they're not friends anymore. Motherfucker, I got $5 million. I don't need you telling me what to do. You don't want to go through that, guys. You want to still respect each other, right? And the way that I would do it is this. I would say, hey man, we get into a debate about something. Let's agree that if we cannot show numbers, we don't do it. If we cannot justify it with numbers, we cannot do it. So for example, right? Friend A goes, I want to take $200,000 right now during the middle of a bull market and pay off my dad's house. Well, friend B, instead of saying, hey, don't do that, right? We need to say, hey man, hey friend A, why don't you show me how that's going to make more money than just leaving it in Bitcoin? You go ahead and pay your dad's monthly house payments until this bull market is over, and just leave that $200,000 there. If you do it like this, it'll cost you $2,000 a month times 12 months. That's $24,000. That means that you still got $176,000 that you leave in Bitcoin that can go up another 1 or 2x. If you put that $200,000 into your dad's house right now, what is the potential that can go up 1x or 2x right now when we are at the top of the real estate market? Can you show me some numbers how that would make more sense than leaving it in Bitcoin and then just taking out $2,000 each month and pay off your dad's mortgage or your dad's house? So instead of arguing and getting emotional, you guys agree that we will only discuss things. If we want to debate something, we have to prove it with numbers. That's it. No emotions, no feelings, nothing. Okay? And then you guys agree on a timeout period. Hey man, if friend B says, hey, I don't think friend A should take out that $200,000 right now during the middle of a bull market and pay off his dad's house debt, they can agree. Okay, hey, can we agree that you're not going to do that for 1 week? Let your emotions calm down, digest and think about what I said about leaving it in Bitcoin instead of taking it out and just make the monthly payments for your dad? Can you agree to just not do anything for 1 week? So in case your emotions are up, and you're not thinking logically, can we agree on that? And that's what I would encourage you guys to do, okay? Because what happens is you also have this situation where two friends grow up, they make money, and then one friend, it's not about making more money, but just the fact that they both made money. Both guys make $5 million, and now one guy thinks he's smarter now. He thinks he's hot shit. He thinks he's a fucking goddamn Paul Tudor Jones, world's greatest trader, or Ray Dalio or some shit, okay? Out of nowhere. Now he thinks he's a fucking genius. He don't need to listen to Ty or Leon or anybody anymore. He got it figured out now, right? So that's another situation that can pop up. And then when you have a friend like that, it's hard to talk to him. It's hard to tell him anything because he thinks he knows everything now, right? So in that situation, you guys got to come to an agreement. Hey man, in case this happens, how do we solve this? How do we solve this? Again, it goes back to logic and numbers, right? Can we agree? Like if you value me as a friend, right, and we got this far together to where we both worth $5 million or $1 million or $10 million together, can we agree that, hey man, that if we get into these arguments, this is how we're going to solve it? Okay? And if you guys discuss this out in the open in the beginning, and you admit, hey man, I don't want to lose you as a friend. I didn't make this $5 million alone. It was because of you who motivated me, who encouraged me, who kept pushing me when I lost money to keep going. That's why I'm here. And I don't want to lose you as a friend. Hey, you know what? The guy that I bought the Rolex for, Mike, I had no money left in my bank account. You guys don't know this. Before I retired, about a month or two before I retired, right? Before I became a millionaire, I had no money left in my bank account. I had like a few $100, I think, in my bank account. For sure, I had no more than $2,000. And I had a house payment, right? All kinds of shit, okay? All my money was in crypto and the market was going up and I didn't want to take any of it out. And my friend, Mike, he said, hey man, if you believe in it that much, man, you can just live in my house for free, man. You ain't gotta fucking pay no goddamn rent to me. If you believe in the crypto that much, you just fucking goddamn keep that money in the crypto portfolio and stay here with me. You ain't gotta pay shit. That's a friend, okay? Now, I'm grateful for it. So when he let me stay at his place, I paid him in crypto. I paid him in crypto. I told him, no, man, I don't want to, take advantage of you. I can pay you. I just don't want to take it out. I'd rather pay you in the crypto. So the crypto that I paid him for the time that I stayed at his house, right? It grew so much, he was able to pay off his house with it in just a few months. In a few months of me staying there, the crypto that I paid him, right, that I owed him for rent, I paid him in crypto, and it grew to a point where he could pay off his house, okay? So I'm telling you guys these things because a lot of people think that we make money alone. We become wealthy alone. We make life-changing profits alone. We're not, guys. We do it as a team. Whether you have me on your team or you have your friend on your team, you gotta have a team in order to make money, guys. You don't do it alone. So I'm telling you guys that so that you guys don't let money get to your head, right? Hey, I even tell my friends, my team members, hey, if you guys see me doing something or saying something that shows that the money is getting to my head, will you do me a favor and call me and remind me? Can you call me up? Are you gonna still be my friend and keep me in check? Or are you gonna stop being my friend and let me do something like that and have that negative mindset and ruin my life? Okay? Because if you let me ruin my life and I go back to being poor again, guess what? More than likely I have to come and borrow money from you. I'll have to ask you for money. Okay? So we don't want that, right? We want to keep making money. We don't want to go back to being poor again. So can we agree that if we see each other getting out of line, saying something stupid, or doing something stupid, can we agree that we're not going to argue about it? We're not going to lose our friendships over it. Okay? So I'm making this video, guys, because I know that getting to the point where you make life-changing profits is a tough journey. And sometimes we have that friend, right, that helps us get there. And then once we both get there, we don't want to make money and lose our friends. Okay? Because at the end of the day, we can lose our money, right? We can make it back as long as we have our friends there. But if we lose our money and we lose our friends, we make our money and we lose our friends, then when we get stuck, right? Like for example, I had no friends when I went to prison at 18 years old. So during the 14 years I was in prison, I had no friends on the outside helping me. Nobody, right? So you always want friends. Friends are what, good friends, okay? Not just random friends, but good quality friends is what helps you get through the tough times and helps you out when you fall, all right? So I hope this video helps you guys out, right? I hope that this video helps you guys out to be the glue that helps you guys maintain your friendship. I hope that you guys are grateful. Be grateful, guys. Be grateful that you guys got friends or trading buddies or investing buddies or business partners that help you get to where you can do it alone, right? If you think you got to where you're at alone today, all by yourself, you're a goddamn fool. You're a fucking idiot. You shouldn't be following our channel because nobody does that alone, right? I'm grateful that I got LeonFood.com, the Honorable Grandmaster on my team as my friend, as my trading buddy, as my business partner. I'm grateful that I got David Fong as my business partner, as my trading buddy, as my investing buddy. You know, whenever I need to bounce ideas off about trading or I try to do something stupid or crazy, I run it by them first. Hey, Leon, what do you think about this? I'm about to make a move on this. Hey, David, what do you think about this? You see anything risky about this that I'm doing, right? Do I know how to trade? Yeah. What do I need to ask them for permission for? I'm not. I'm asking my friends because they're the ones who helped me get here to where I'm at today. And out of courtesy, I'm gonna run it by them real quick. Just in case I'm doing something stupid and my ego does not allow me to see it, okay? So I hope this video helps you guys maintain your close friendships with your good friends, your quality friends. I hope that this video, more than anything else, helps you guys resolve the issues between your friendships. That helps you get here to where you're at today. That's the journey to life-changing profits comes from the people around you. Don't let it get to your head. You make a few $1 million, don't let it get to your head, right? You can lose it just as easily. So don't let it get to your head. You know, the friends that have been there with you for the last 5-6 years that help you get here. I'm not talking about your drinking buddies. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the guys that go to the conferences with you. I'm talking about the guys that, hey, when you didn't have enough money to pay for the tickets to go to that conference, they would buy the tickets for you so you can go. The ones that when you go to a seminar and they said you can take a friend or a family for free with you, they're the ones that gave you that free ticket so you can go with them. You don't need to break up your relationship because you guys made some life-changing profits, man. It's not worth it. Then you guys spend another 5-10 years looking for another friend like that. It's not worth it, guys. Stay together, stay sharp, right? There's a saying in the Bible that says that iron sharpens iron. You need friends. If you made life-changing profits and your friend made life-changing profits, you guys can help each other a lot more than breaking up and not being friends anymore. All right? Thanks for watching this video, guys. And if one of your friends sent you this video, you can call them and say, thanks, man. I'm glad that, thanks for thinking about me. Thanks for valuing our friendship. And thanks for, not forgetting about me. And thanks for being there, man. And I really appreciate you sending this video from Thai Zen to me to ensure that our friendship stays intact and that we are still good friends. All right? And then, go out, have a lunch, have a beer together, have some, barbecue ribs together or something, and celebrate y'all's friendship together and what helped you guys get here this far. Okay? I never forget my friends that helped me get this far to where I'm at in life today, guys. Right? If there's no way that a refugee, fresh off the boat, idiot like me, who dropped out of high school and went to prison for nearly 14 years, is ever going to become wealthy without having good friends, good quality friends around me. So I'm always grateful for that. And if you're my friend watching this video, if I haven't talked to you in a while, give me a call. I've been busy. I got hundreds of students that I got to coach, right? I got a business to run. I got 4 kids. I got a wife. Just because you haven't heard from me doesn't mean that I'm not your friend anymore, right? If you used to work with me, don't hesitate to give me a holler. If you're in trouble, or you're stuck with crypto or nothing, don't be afraid to reach out to me. Don't be ashamed that, hey, you used to work with me and I used to tell you to buy Bitcoins and you didn't, and now you're trying to figure it out on your own instead of you're too ashamed to call me or ask me for help, Don't do that, man. If you valued me as a friend before, I'm still your friend today. All right? Thanks, guys, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys in the future.